afternoon. It is Friday. I've been at my desk for a little while now. I haven't accomplished much. I have a list of things to get done this weekend. First is to finish the white oak painting, which I've nearly done now. I'll show that to you in a minute. I need to finish the burr oak painting. I'm going to work on a new sketch, a new animal sketch, and I think I'm going to do a salamander. And then I need to make 2 Patreon posts. One is an update on the oak tree project. I've got my window open right behind you, so if you can hear road sounds, that's why. One Patreon post is an update on the oak tree project, and then the other one is the monthly newsletter for April. I'm so bad at posting on Patreon. I just forget that I have it. But something I've done is deleted Instagram and Threads. I would go on Threads all the time. So I deleted them off of my phone yesterday. I'm just going to keep them off as long as I can. Because when I think about it, first of all, I don't like Instagram. So what I'm going to try to do is focus on posting the things that I would think about posting on Instagram to Patreon instead. I used to have a schedule and I got off of it, and I'm going to work to get back on. So it's a very rainy day. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow also, and I will just be here working on paintings. I think I'm going to continue work on my burr oak painting for a little bit, and then maybe we can sketch the salamander piece. And I'm hoping if I work diligently enough, I can finish all of these pieces this weekend. So a new salamander piece, my burr oak piece, and my white oak piece. Let me show you what I have. So this is my white oak piece. We have the silhouette of the white oak tree in the background, the acorns, and then a few leaves in the foreground. And then I also have a leaf down here that has a cherry gall on it, which is a common gall that you might find on oak trees. I love galls, if you don't know. I think they're so cute. I have one that's fuzzy in my nature collection. I think the way that my leaves turned out on this piece is nice. I think they look beautiful. Something that I'm struggling with is I feel like there's not enough contrast between the leaves in the foreground and the tree in the background. So I'm working on creating more depth to the tree. I don't know how well it's working. This isn't watercolor, if you don't know. This is walnut ink made from black walnut holes. So it could be that that's as dark as it's gonna get. I might have to put some watercolor on top. So there's that piece. And here's my new piece, burr oak. Let me know if you have a favorite oak. I definitely think the burr oak is a favorite of mine, but I've only seen the burr oak one time in real life. It was so beautiful. So I think right now I'm going to go ahead and I think I just want to go ahead and sketch my new piece. Like I said, I'm thinking about a salamander. Just the thought, the idea of a salamander sitting on a pile of leaves is so cute. I was choosing between a red salamander and a marbled salamander. I think I'm going to do the red salamander. I'm going to go ahead and get started on making my composition, and then I can show you what that looks like. Oh, also this is the piece that I talked about sketching in my last video. I don't remember what I said about it. I might have just said that I was going to sketch a new piece to paint. So there's white oak leaves, a northern flicker, and dryad's saddle mushrooms. I'm unsure how I feel about this piece. I think the leaves are beautiful. So far, So the red salamander isn't specifically associated with oak trees, but they are, of course, found in oak forests and oak-heavy forests, along with many other species of salamanders and reptiles and amphibians. So I found this image, and the salamander is positioned how I want him to be. I wanted it to be more of a side view, like you're seeing him from the side, because that's how my other illustrations look. And I want there to be cohesion, so I think this one is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screenshot that, and then we're going to look up some oak leaves. So far in my animal paintings, I have 2 examples of northern red oaks. So the squirrel has northern red oak leaves. These are northern red oak leaves in autumn. And then we have post oak leaves. I'm thinking I could do either white oak or bur oak, and just, oh, maybe we'll just continue the bur oak theme. I'll have to do more research, but this is an example that bur oak leaves vary in shape between trees. So all of these are examples of bur oaks. And I didn't know that. I thought they all looked like this. So that's something to keep in mind. This is a cute article by Denver Botanic Gardens, all about bur oaks. I've just found one with a gall. So this is a hedgehog gall from the hedgehog gall wasp. That is so beautiful. I definitely might add one of those. At least to one of my specimens, maybe not my bur oak. That's so beautiful. The acorn. In case you've never seen bur oaks, or you don't know what they look like, the acorns are very interesting. They're not furry, but they're also not spiky. I don't know how to describe it. But you can see they've got tendrils all the way around the opening. And I think they have quite large acorns as well. I've also just discovered that there's something called bur oak blight. So this is from Jennifer Morris, who is the Forest Health Specialist for the Nebraska Forest Service. It says, over the last several years, an increasing number of bur oaks in the eastern counties of the state have had browning leaves in late summer. After the leaves die, some drop to the ground and some stay on the tree through the winter months. The bur oaks may appear healthy the next spring, only to show the same symptoms again throughout the summer. After several years, the trees most affected start to have severe twig and branch dieback or even start to decline. These symptoms are common for a leaf blight disease called bur oak blight. I think I've got enough reference images to get what I need. I'm going to go get my Apple Pencil, and then I'm going to put together my composition in Procreate. I've got a few components already on my page. Like I said, I wanted to fill out my page similarly to how my other illustrations do. And of course this one might not fill it out as much because obviously the salamander is a much smaller animal than something like a gray squirrel. So basically when I'm making a reference image. I'm taking all of my photos and making a collage. This is another photo of bur oak leaves, just in a different colorway. This is probably autumn. So what I do is I'm going to cut out around it with the eraser. I don't know if anyone is going to find this interesting, but maybe you like to know how different artists make reference images for their works. They're so tiny too. I might like this one better than the one that I already selected. I might do that guy. But should we do, oops, a moss layer? There's one on a mossy log. Is that a real photo? That looks so fake. These are fake. So I've chosen two different salamander examples. I think I like this one better. I have some photos that I have taken of moss. Alright, I suppose that's my collage. I have some moss in the background, the salamander, and then he will be on a bed of fallen leaf litter. So usually what I'll do when I am using references is I will use a specific reference for the composition. So here obviously I have this specific salamander for this composition, but I will use a different salamander as a reference when I'm painting. So his markings will look a little different. Alright, that's my composition all done. I decided to add an extra leaf here at the bottom to put a gall on, because you gotta have a gall. So I'm going to start sketching that, and then I will check back in with you once I've got it on paper. I've got my composition almost finished. I'm going to draw that little hedgehog gall on the leaf at the bottom there, and then we'll be ready to start painting. Look at this! They are so cute. I love that they're called hedgehog galls. Look at that. It's furry. There we go. I can start painting. Honestly, I might start with the little gall down here and move my way up. It is Saturday morning now. So this morning when I woke up, I came straight to my desk to work on my salamander, which is not something I normally do. I don't normally get up immediately when I wake up, and I know why. It's because I usually lay in bed for hours scrolling on Instagram, and now that I don't have that, there's nothing to look at. So it's already increasing my productivity. So I've been whittling away for a couple of hours on this guy, and then I went for a walk, and then I made a smoothie, and now I'm here back at my desk, and I will be here for a couple of hours. It's 11 o'clock and I'm gonna leave at 1 o'clock to go see Pride and Prejudice in theaters. So we've got a couple of hours of work to do. We'll get them together. Here's a closer look at this little guy. So I ended up kind of going out of order from what I thought I would, but I wanted to get the background soil in and kind of do the salamander at the same time so that I, in the end, have the right amount of contrast, because I want to make sure that the salamander shows up really well. I don't want him to get lost in the picture. Good afternoon, it is Sunday now. It's 2 o'clock and I'm just now getting to my desk. I don't know if you've seen what I've completed so far. I have a lot still left to do. I have to finish this whole painting. I think it's just going to be me sitting here at my desk for the rest of the day. I'm going to try to work until I'm finished or until the light goes away and I can't film anymore. So whichever comes first. We can try to finish the salamander. Oh, I'd really like one new completed piece to share with my patrons, since that is one of my goals today, is to make a post updating Patreon with my oak project, share where I'm at and what I've done so far. This has been a very talky video. I don't know if you guys are tired of listening to me. An update on the movie that we went to last night. We were the only ones in the theater for a really long time, and we thought we would be the only ones watching the movie. But in the end, a few other parties joined us, and there was a group of about 5 people sitting next to us, one of which I'm pretty sure was seeing the movie for the first time. So that was nice. He was so enthusiastic about everything that was happening. But yeah, it was a fun experience. We don't go see movies ever, but Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorites. So we thought it'd be nice to just have the experience. Alright. I think I'm going to turn you down so you can see the painting. I'm going to stop talking and going to focus on my painting. Hello, it's me. I am filming an outro just in case I end up having to stop filming later because the sun is gone. So I haven't finished my painting yet. I haven't started working on it, but by now you've come to the end of the video and I hope that I'm happy with what I've finished. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I do want to say I am looking into getting a new camera because the camera that I'm using is about 10 years old, and I don't know if you've noticed or if it's just me. I'm really unsure, or like if I have a setting on that is causing me trouble, but I feel like it's having focusing issues. I think my last clips where I was talking to the camera, it looks blurry. And that happened in my last video, I think. So I don't know if it's just the camera's getting old or if I have changed a setting to be really annoying. But like I said, it's really old anyway. It's about 10 years old. It doesn't have a microphone, so my audio is not great. I would like better audio. I would like better footage, I'm sure. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to do my work and I will see you soon, I hope. Goodbye.